Welcome to the installation of the CURT TruTrack 2P weight distribution hitch. Before attempting the install, lay out all of the included parts, gather the correct tools, and read and understand the installation instructions in order to install this hitch correctly and safely. Begin by measuring from the coupler socket of a leveled trailer to the ground. Write this measurement down. Then measure from a reference point on the rear and front of a leveled vehicle to the ground. Write these measurements down as well. Insert the adjustable shank bar into the receiver tube and secure it into position with the included pin and clip. Then, loosely attach the head unit to the shank using the supplied head unit hardware. Install the trailer ball onto the head unit and secure it with the locking washer and nut. Torque the ball to 450 foot-pounds, making sure that the collar of the ball is oriented correctly, shown here. Now determine the target uncoupled height of the tow vehicle. Do this by adding an 1/8 inch for every 100 pounds of tongue weight to the leveled trailer's coupler measurement. Once you have a target height, adjust the head unit on the adjustable shank to closely match that measurement. Use the included head unit bolts, conical washers, and nylock nuts to loosely install the head unit to the adjustable shank. Rotate the head unit as far forward as it can go. Now adjust the top set bolt to hold the head against the head channel. Then tighten the bottom set screw to hold the head unit in place, but do not over-tighten. This bolt will be tightened down later. Now you may back the vehicle up to the coupler and lower the coupler onto the trailer ball until the trailer jack is no longer supporting any trailer weight and engage the coupler lock. Now, measure the reference points on the front and rear of the truck and trailer and write these measurements down. These measurements show how the trailer weight will affect the towing vehicle. Next, use a heavy grease to lube the spring bar ends that are inserted into the head unit. Once greased, insert both of the spring bars into the head unit until an audible click is heard. This means that they're locked into place. We will now be installing the frame brackets. Remove any LP tank covers at this time. With the trailer coupler still latched onto the trailer ball, use the jack to lift the rear of the vehicle and the trailer roughly 3 inches or until they match the first level measurements taken at the beginning of the installation. This will help correctly install the spring bars onto the support brackets. Assemble the support brackets by sandwiching 2 narrow channel brackets onto either side of the trailer frame. Then install the wider channel bracket over the outer narrow channel bracket as illustrated here. Run a carriage bolt through the top hole in all 3 brackets and fasten with a nylock nut. Slide the L support in between the 2 captive support brackets as shown. The L support bracket should be placed in the highest position possible while still allowing clearance under the trailer frame. Install the second carriage bolt into the first hole directly below the trailer A-frame and secure it with a nylock nut. Position the support brackets on the trailer A-frame a minimum of 4 inches in from the end of the spring bars on both sides. You may have to accommodate where LP tank trays and frame cross members have been installed from the manufacturer. Here we can get 6 inches from the end of the spring bar due to the placement of a LP tank tray welded onto the frame. If you go less than 4 inches, while maneuvering the tow vehicle, the spring bars could release, compromising safety and the hitch's effectiveness. Repeat this installation on the opposite bracket. Then torque all nylock nuts on the support brackets to exactly 25 foot-pounds. Next, use the included spring bar lift handle to lift the spring bars onto the L brackets. Do this carefully and maintain control of the lift handle and make sure that the spring bar seats against the L bracket. There should be tension on the spring bars and that should be felt on the lift handle while lifting. If not, a head unit adjustment might be needed in order to distribute more weight and level the towing vehicle and trailer. Secure the spring bars using the retainer clips and pins. Once all spring bars are secured, lower the jack so that it doesn't support any trailer weight. Take your measurements again from the reference points on the truck and trailer and compare them to the first and second set of measurements you took earlier. If you did not gain any height or a minimal amount, a head unit adjustment will need to be made. To make this adjustment, you will need to use the trailer jack and lift the trailer while it's coupled to the trailer ball to the target uncoupled height you previously identified. This will take the weight off of the spring bars. With the tension removed from the spring bars, carefully remove the cotter pin and retainer clip. Then use the lift bar as a lever to pry the spring bar off of the L bracket. Now, lower the trailer jack until no trailer weight is supported and uncouple the tow vehicle from the trailer. The head unit is adjustable. Use the 2 set screws on the head unit to change the angle of the trailer ball. To add more lift, angle the trailer ball away from the tow vehicle. These adjustments can take time, but once the correct angle is found, the measurements of the final head unit setup will closely match the first measurements of a level truck and trailer. With the trailer coupled and the spring bars secured, lower the jack to apply the load to the hitch. The vehicle should settle evenly. Re-measure the front and rear bumper reference points to compare them to the original measurements. Once the tow vehicle and trailer are leveled out correctly, tighten the head unit bolts, washers, and lock nuts to 200 foot-pounds. Then tighten the bottom set screw on the head unit to 50 foot-pounds. Failure to do so can result in hardware loss or hitch failure. You should be within 3 inches and the spring bars should be nearly horizontal when the correct height is achieved. Congratulations, you have now successfully installed the CURT TruTrack 2P weight distribution hitch. Be sure to regularly check all connections of your towing setup before getting on the road. Thank you for watching this video. Now get ready to bring it.